are live and summoning content eventually.
Yay, summoning
Welcome back, everyone.
content.
You are all having lovely days.
Soon there will be fishies.
Soon there will be fishies. But for now, it's just a black screen. Oh,
Game must be loading. Your laptop is trying to take off.
it is. It's crashing too. You love to see that.
Oh no.
Yeah. Hello, Vortex? You having a time there? Hey, Zenil.
Oh, hello.
You're trying to touch Fishie. The fishies are slow in coming.
Mm-hmm.
They do not want to be touched. Most of them do not want to be touched. Most want to do the touching in bad ways.
Yeah. Especially in this mod.
This mod makes the fishies very aggressive.
They extremely want to touch you.
It didn't crash that time. And Obi is caught up.
Yay!
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Or
Oh. Update your mods? I thought we did just update our mods.
I thought we had two. That's fun. Sir, very rude. Yep, 5 days out of date.
A whole 5 days out of date.
Oh, 5 days out of date. Okay, well I'm not playing with that on the screen, so
Nope.
we'll do this live, I guess. Um,
Everybody loves a good software update, right?
yeah,
So
software.
thrilling.
Yep, great. Love to see it. Mod authors, please don't be so egocentric to put giant messages on the middle of the screen.
I mean, at least it makes sure you know.
I guess there's that. Did you notice which ones needed updates, actually? Probably should have written that down.
Nope, I did not.
Hey, Undead Brit. Welcome to the Utter Scuff.
Yeah. Getting wet has been delayed a little bit. There will be wetness soon, but right now there are updates.
Which I would ignore, but they made it so that it has a giant permanent message on your screen.
Yup. Cannot ignore updates. But we'll be back soon if you just stick with us for a little bit. Larian is hard at work finding the latest updates.
Trying to go fast.
He's going as fast as he can.
Stream can't take much more of this, Captain.
Giving her all I got.
Hello, Adavik.
Adavik, welcome in.
Oh, this one's labeled a force push. That's fun. Don't know what that means in context here.
What? Force push?
Like there's some kind of Jedi.
Yeah. Or a Sith.
I only see 3 that have been pushed in the past 3 days. So hopefully we're almost done here, just replacing some files. Describe the runes, summon the dweller of the depths. We've got our rune circle going.
Content is being summoned. It's just, not a very quick process.
Arise, Fishie, arise.
We call upon the Reaper and the Emperor and the Ghost.
Yeah, please don't say it like that. It sounds like we're a 40K stream. Here, Fishie, 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 Fishie.
That is a good point. We don't want half-formed fishies.
Rush not the ritual of summoning, for that is how the half-formed things arrive. Yes, exactly. Fishing? Fishie.
Or at the very least, the out-of-date ones.
The eldritch creatures old. Repemperer?
Warning. Emergency power only. Oxygen production
And the
offline.
Empress. Can't forget the Empress.
No, I'm trying
Okay.
to remember if we successfully pulled
Here
the
we
scanner
are.
stuff out. Oh,
Oh,
well, that's
hi.
a problem. We're just gonna flip off our lights and see if we can just leave.
Yeah.
So our local guide, Paradox, said that we had seen what we needed on the screen, but may not have noticed it because of danger in the moment.
Oh, I see.
So that's interesting. I don't think it necessarily changes our plan for this session, which was to get our stuff, or scanner room. Our scanner room, which we do not actually have picked up.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Were we coming out here to pick up the scanner room?
I think we were, because weren't we planning to move it to the Grand Reef?
Yeah. Because the bioprocessor claims to be in the Grand Reef.
Yes, and I'm a little dubious about that claim. But
Yeah, because we scanned 2 pieces of it out here.
out here, right. On the other hand, they showed up on the fragment scanner, and that certainly is no longer the case. So either way, I'm gonna just go ahead and park. I'm going to ram this dingus to death, I guess. You gonna leave my boat alone? Okay. East. So, I'm just gonna leave it here, I think. Because last time, Reapers are making it a very big chew toy, and I think that
Yeah.
as a swimmer, we will be less likely to be noticed.
Yeah.
Not sure that's true or not, but
Gasopod, you're pretty far from home.
definitely hear Reaper screaming though.
Stalker, also a little far from home. Playing with our cameras.
Emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
The scanner seems to just eat whatever is in the hopper between saves, which is unfortunate.
It's just so dark right now.
It is. Head needs Mahjong clown? I don't understand. Hey, buddy.
Look at them blushy cheeks.
Having such a happy time.
Yep. Such happy little destructive jerks. Absolutely obnoxious.
Not super good at destroying things, actually.
I mean, they certainly try every time they get near the sea moth.
Regardless, I think our plan was to try to find try to head south, find the edge of the Grand Reef, and see if scanning deep in the crags is going to get us anything useful.
Creepy laughing sound. Apparently I missed it. Oh, that must have been the gasopod.
The casopods do its little chuckling sound.
Yes.
Bigger plants. Have we checked out the alien arch here?
Actually, I don't know.
Saw you, little jerk. Yeah. We're not going to be able to do anything with this yet, but
We don't have an ion battery with us.
this opens up from the primary containment
Oh,
facility.
that's
though.
right. Yeah.
To go poke a loaf of bread, apparently.
Bread poking.
Bread poking.
Because Larian makes amazing bread.
I try.
He succeeds. Crab jerks.
Half convinced they hid something in these caves.
You know, I wouldn't put it past them.
But not seeing anything, so
Yeah. Wait, what was that pop-up?
picking up
With
the
plant.
bait cap.
Oh, okay.
Speckled rattler in that case.
Got it. I didn't see the speckled rattler behind it. Alright, well, that has been explored. At least a little bit. Yeah. Drop a room just so that we can find it again.
Perhaps.
See, Dandy agrees with me. Amazing Breb.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production offline.
Dandy is not obligated to say that. I mean, neither am I, but... This poor Fishie.
Yeah. Not the happiest fate, I'm gonna be honest here.
Mm-hmm.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Identified object is almost certainly... Ooh.
Whoa.
So that's reaching a bit into the Grand Reef. We can probably move it a bit west if we really wanted to. This one is right outside, so just using this to kind of refresh the list a little bit. We still don't have fragments.
Hmm.
So that's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah. Can we pick him up?
No.
I see.
Shuttle bugs are just kind of, you know, he's having a time.
Having a grand old time there.
Yep. Grand Reef old time. tiger plants. Don't love that.
Hull integrity restored.
Really? Why?
Draining systems initiated.
The heck?
Yeah.
And still nothing here. Unidentified object is... Yeah, that's inside the cave here. So that's the arch teleporter.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I guess we need to pack this up and take it a little bit more west.
Yeah, seems so.
That said, I need to poke some bread. So if you'll forgive me, I will be back in just a moment or two.
Yeah. That shuttle bug is enormous on the scale of that map. Hopefully he enjoys flying over the landscape like that. Have a good time. I really have no idea how to amuse people while Larian is poking the bread, so... made some good progress. Like, we've at least scanned... we've scanned a couple... oh, okay. Have fun, Danielle. We've scanned a couple pieces of the bioprocessor, which I feel like is going to open things up for us. Because there are a lot of recipes that require a bioprocessor, but we just haven't seen a bioprocessor yet. So now that we have scanned part of it, I think once we get the rest of it, and then hopefully we can build it. Oh, because a lot of this game has been, we get the blueprint, we look at what it requires, and we're like, that is a resource we have never heard of before. Really hoping that we will get a hold of the bioreactor blueprint and be able to immediately build not a bioreactor, a bioprocessor. A reactor is the power plant, where the processor makes new stuff. Larian is back to save you from me.
Alright, sorry about that. Have you been entertaining?
Yeah, no.
Warning, emergency power only.
Still, I think if we're this far south, we should be able to cut east and set it up in the Grand Reef.
Yep.
Without a Leviathan being a problem. What do I have in my inventory that's taking up too much space? Probably that lithium.
And... hoverfish.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And Dandy is right. Never apologize for bread.
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 Warning.
We're gonna have late night bread.
Reached. Hull damage imminent.
And we're not gonna get a lot more west, are we?
I wish we could see a map. Yeah, go toward the proposed Degassi habitat.
Hey, Bob.
Oh. But what is a ghost doing out here?
And there's a ghost in the Grand Reef, but he's normally not quite so up on the Dagazi's business.
Yeah. That was awfully close. Okay. How close are we to home at this
Now we're
point?
only 400 meters.
Yeah.
But supposedly, we're looking for a fragment in the Grand Reef.
Yep.
Actually, now I'm doubting the way I've got OBS set up. Could they even hear you while you were talking?
I don't know. Can people hear me?
When we were in the away screen?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I don't know if they could hear me while we were in the away screen.
Yeah, I'm not sure I have it set up to do that properly, actually, in hindsight.
The undead Brit can hear me. But could the undead Brit hear me while Larian was... Oh, okay. Music almost as loud as me. Well,
Oh, I see.
that's okay. No one needs to hear me anyway.
Wonder if we do a ducks with the next push.
Do a
Just
ducks?
says use the ski-doo for everything, and
Mm-hmm.
we just see how far we can get.
Feels like
Just ski
the fragments must be down lower.
Right. Can we even pick up a fragment using our base here?
Mm-hmm. What are we scanning for? An unidentified object. Fragment.
Nope.
Nope.
So it must be pretty darn deep.
Well, remember with the data cards where, like, your scanner room had to be so deep?
That's true. So I feel like we just come out along this edge here, approach the gap from the west, and drop our next waypoint out here.
Okay.
So there's another ghost out there, but maybe if we thread between them.
We can definitely try.
All systems online.
If this doesn't work, we go back to the Koosh zone and
Yeah.
thank you, Warper. We appreciate you. Thank you for dumping me in that volcano.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's really
Fantastic.
pretty darn awesome, actually. Such a prankster.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Because I think we can also thread between Leviathans if we head that direction.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Okay.
So do we try just dumping it on that rock?
Sure. Why not? Even drop it a little lower on the next rock over. Yeah, like down here. Oh. Crap. crap.
Please do not headbutt my submarine.
We would prefer that you not headbutt the submarine. Ooh. Okay, how is it? Oh! Alright.
You just kind of give it a look at. This
Okay.
is fine. There's a warper there.
Everything is fine.
Okay, so these guys are a little bit not where I actually expect them,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
interesting.
I do not
But
remember there being a Leviathan there.
Yeah. Tail whip it? He kind of did, but, you know, if he wants to mind his own business and just take a peep, that's fine. Got options on where we can build. Build it a little bit further east, it's fine.
We put everything in the sea moth, didn't we?
Not everything, but the important titanium bits are still over there.
Yeah. Alright, attempt number 2.
Warning, emergency power only. Oxygen production
This didn't actually buy
offline.
us all that much more range from...
Hopefully the depth matters.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
navigating largely by faith and waypoints.
How else would you navigate? It's not like we have a mini-map.
That also, for what it's worth, looked like a fully adult ghost leviathan, not a juvenile, which...
Yeah.
Not even sure if those exist outside the ecological dead zone in vanilla. Maybe I'm wrong.
Welcome aboard,
know.
Captain.
Boop. Nice large area. Only 2 pages. That makes me think it hasn't updated our list.
Well, to be fair, we didn't really move all that far.
Yeah.
Definitely picking up Lost River in the depths here, but
Are we close enough to see the Degassi base? Because that would be a definite test.
it's really hard to say on the monotone.
Yeah.
And our compass is spinning, which makes it hard to align
Yeah.
myself. But if the wreck's there, the Degassi entrance is like right here? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not that much further down than we are.
Yeah, we can try continuing to cut south and get to this protrusion over here, that might actually be the move. But with the with two ghost leviathans here that
Ugh.
I'm not super familiar with, I'm not sure how wise that is. Tell me about heat sources. Just the one. Okay. So I could have sworn we ran into another one further out that was where that ghost leviathan took a peep at us. I thought it was over here. I thought it was when we were looking at building on this rock.
Hmm. I'm slowly picking up more, so.
I think it just froze. Did it freeze? Oh, we're back. Okay. Like, we can keep shoving, but if we're finding stuff out at this depth, we're gonna have some problems getting it.
Okay. How about, since we use up oxygen really fast while diving deep, what if we just get really close to the Degassi base and then drop a multi-purpose room with a bioreactor down at like 400 meters so that we just have a place for oxygen to get back to. Maybe stick a beacon at it so that it's easy to find. And then we can definitely free dive to Degassi.
We were losing like 10 oxygen a second when we got down to about 450. We could try it, but here, let's see how bad it is. Yeah. Look how fast that chunks away. So I'm not sure, even if we built a base there, I'm not sure that's enough range to get to the Degassi and back. We lost a third of our circle in maybe 5-10 seconds. Unless we're talking like take a scanner. This is not the right place.
We're home!
Right, you didn't actually set up a beacon, so
Welcome aboard, Captain.
cameras are beacons, it's fine.
Yeah. Nom some melons while we're here.
They're not grown yet, apparently.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Apparently there's a tiny little lip. Alright. The air loss there is just so extreme.
It is a lot. But the bioprocessor units are supposed to be in the Grand Reef.
They are, but we're not seeing fragments.
Yeah.
We're really not.
Which makes me think they are deeper and depth gated. But I don't know.
That base is like right at the entrance.
Mm-hmm.
move it down a tiny bit, but we get to that warning plane, I don't know if we'll have enough oxygen to actually finish building the multi-purpose room.
I mean, if we drop it like just under 400 meters, like as in just deeper than 400 meters, we can basically build it from above the 400-meter plane.
Okay.
Or at least, you know, stick our heads up.
Yeah, we barely moved at all, did we?
Yeah.
It's more in the crag field.
Mm-hmm. Grand Reef.
Smaller. No. Okay. Sure.
If we look back at the Grand Reef, it does say that we found...
Fragments of a bioprocessor machine.
Yeah.
Data box for a sea base to freeze hostile creatures. Smooth depth rating. Services. Okay, what new blueprints do you think we have? Cooked oculus, cured oculus.
Yeah.
Handy. There's going to be a ton more stuff in the Grand Reef because of the Degazi, if nothing else, but we just can't get there.
But the fact that we're not picking up the Degazi stuff on our scanner makes me think it's depth locked. That our scanner room has to be below a certain depth to pick it up.
Could be.
Which is why I suggest dropping a scanner room under that 400-meter plane.
No, it makes sense. I'm just not looking forward to trying to juggle it.
Yeah.
So we have to get this unassembled down to the plane, rebuilt on one tank of air.
Well, we don't need to get the whole thing rebuilt. We just need multi-purpose room, hatch, and the bioreactor with something to put in the bioreactor. Once we've got that, we're golden.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Warning, emergency power only.
What was that? Was there a brain coral right there?
No.
Oh. Heard something weird.
Herbal.
Yeah. Okay.
Warning, emergency
Yeah,
power
inside
only.
we don't have the
Oxygen
extra
production
consumption, so that's really
offline.
nice.
Yeah. It's still need to jump out and find a Fishie real quick. We can do fine.
Yeah. We didn't even use up half our oxygen. Alright.
Power restored. All primary
Scanner room
systems
time.
online.
Which unfortunately we cannot build from inside the base.
I swear you could, actually.
I feel like it used to be possible, yeah.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. We're at 405, so
So if we need to be below 400, this should do it.
truly wish escape would. Well, it's definitely an interesting map. But we see nothing novel.
We should be picking up... How far away is the Degassi base? 300 meters? Can we get, like, closer so that we're, like, practically on top of the Degassi base? Because if nothing else, we should be picking up stuff from there.
We really should. But the first base is there, right? And that is 390 away. So if the Degassi is 290, we definitely have it covered.
Yeah.
Because so even below the 400 meter plane, we're not allowed to scan.
Can we get the camera down to the Degassi base?
That is a fantastic question, actually.
What's the range of the camera?
Some lovely thermals, if we could. It's really not that far.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking at here?
Looking at bumping into things is what we're looking at.
Bumping into nothings, like you do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's our coffee finally.
Yep.
That's an interesting something. That's not vanilla.
Yeah. Data box, PDA,
It's not
booze.
sparking. Fire extinguisher. Number of times I'm bouncing off of nothing makes me nervous about how practical that swim is.
Another non-vanilla.
Another non-vanilla something there.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, you can fit. I know you can fit.
Data box.
Data box.
PDA as usual.
EVA. I know you can do it.
Woo! What the? Oh, the orange tablet.
Orange tablet is
Very broken.
messed up.
Biohazard disposal. Nice.
Cuttlefish egg.
Cuttlefish.
But other than that,
Is that? Are those tall cylinders vanilla?
over there?
No,
Oh, these?
those guys.
Yeah, those are vanilla.
Okay.
Sadly not scannable or anything, but
Yeah.
so that's a lot of scanning while losing oxygen real quick.
Yup.
But definitely some interesting non-vanilla things, but I could not tell you what they are meant to be.
Yeah.
But it's just sitting right there.
Yeah.
And another one right there.
Yeah.
Seek fluid intake.
So we definitely have, actually, if I leave the camera here,
Yeah. I
that
mean,
means
we have
that
the waypoint already, but
yeah, that moves one of our green dots down there. So we're definitely in scanning range.
yep. But it's not picking them up. Okay, what if we cancel our scanning and try again, or try scanning for something and then backing out? Like maybe it just hadn't refreshed yet.
Yeah, it's definitely, that is definitely not the problem.
Mm. That is really frustrating.
Yep.
Our bases are fish powered. They are biological material powered.
We're just
Welcome
having
aboard, Captain.
fish swim in treadmills. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's for their mental enrichment. I really don't think that's diveable though, despite the very short distance relatively.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And once again, I must poke bread, so bear with me.